What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Again, we're going to be Ton Supplies. Today we're going to go over a defensive crayfish pattern, good for smallmouth, even carp. So a Daiichi size 2 wet nymph hook. Alright, and we're going to come in with some flat thread. This is like a 150 denier thread. I'm about to the barb. Right back up the shank, and we're going to put in our dumbbell eyes. These are just some large Suedo dumbbell eyes. I want to make sure that's secure. Just kind of figuring that, and then we're going to come under the dumbbell eyes, making some securing wraps. That's good. Throw a layer of super glue on that. Next thing we'll come in with is some crystal flashes, just in copper, and I think 3 strands should be fine. So come in, just come up under the material, kind of flex it up, splay out, trim off our excess. Put that in. Going in with some pheasant tail. Right here I got between 5 and 6 fibers. These are just this is just to act like the antenna. So doesn't need to be too long. Doesn't need to be too short though. Tie those in. Just go secure that material to the hook shank. Wrap up to where our thread ends and trim off these fibers kind of in line with the pheasant tail. Next, we have some barred burnt orange crawfish zonker strips here. Kind of measure these out. I don't want them too long, so theoretically we want about 3/4 of that to be about roughly the length of the shank. Just go off of that again, so roughly 3/4 right there. And what I'm going to do is, this is just a little squirrel dubbing. Got some wax here. I'm going to apply that to the thread a little bit. That way it has something for this to adhere to, because it is very coarse and needs something to kind of bond to the thread. So we're not going to do a lot. Roughly 1-inch noodle right there. And all we're doing with this is just basically building a ball. Just going to build a little ball here with dubbing. And all this is really going to do is just help us part these claws. I'm going to come in, one securing wrap, tie down, go to the other side, another securing wrap, tie down, and secure in place, building just a nice taper up for material to build up this body. I'm going to rotate this, and I have some just foam here. This is just your standard craft foam, something to add buoyancy, and it's a little difficult to get it in that small hook gap, but you'll see what I'm achieving here. So since we got the foam attached, this is what we want to do now. We're going to come in and make a small loop, so you can't really see that against my jacket, so I'm sorry. We're making a dubbing loop, so all I've done is pulled about 4 or 5 inches. I'm wrapping over, wrapping under my thread, pulling tight, and then we're coming all the way back to where we built that fly. Dubbing loop tool here, we're going to attach that, sit it down for a second, and I'm going to wrap forward. Do a quick whip finish. Turn our bobbin cradle here in, and I'm going to take some wax, coat this on the thread, and then what I'm going to do now is basically we're going to take a piece of zonker to make this really buggy and lively in the water. Just going to take a piece of zonker, cut along the leather right there, skin it's attached to. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to pinch that in, and any fibers, we don't need a lot right here, so it's not a big deal if you can't get it totally right. But as you can see, we only got about 1.5 inches of material right there. I'm going to spin the thread, pull tight, make sure we don't get any of those fibers from claws in there. Spin again, pull tight, spin again, pull tight. I'm going to come in here with a picking tool and just kind of pick out those materials. Alright. This would be more beneficial to use a rotary. All we're just doing is building up that buggy pattern. Come back in, brushing that out. Way back up to where our dubbing loop is. Drill that, catch it. Take some legs. I'm gonna take, these are just some crazy legs. Take about 3 here. There's 3 on this side. And 3 on this side. So now for the segmenting of the fly, I don't like using wire. In this instance, I'm just using some 8-pound fluorocarbon here, not pulling off a lot, just enough to segment the fly, because as you know, crayfish don't have a lot of segments. So, all right, now that we got that in there, that clip, I'm back. Create another dubbing loop. Remember, over and under your line, and come back to your tying point. Grab your tool, put that in the line, and I'm going to whip finish here. Pull the bobbing cradle over again. Come back in with some wax. And we're going to come back in with that burnt collar again. So I just got a clip here and I just put some foam on the inside. I come in, put that, just trim along that skin again. Pull tight and unclasp. Right now I'm just spreading the material out, just looking for not really dense material, but I want enough that's going to cover the shank here. Spin that. Alright, and we're going to come back in with that dubbing tool here. We're just brushing up and brushing down, getting those materials to kind of unravel. And we're going to go back in and just rotate this material. It helps to have a rotary vise, you don't need it. And since kind of missing some important stuff right there around the eyes, some important dubbing parts, I'm just going to trim off some of this with my fingers, and we're just going to dub this like a regular noodle. We're going to come back in and pick through the material, so it'll work itself out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this dubbing tool again and kind of brush these fibers down. Down and out. I'm just going to brush these fibers down and out. Kind of spread them to the bottom. If you got a cup of water, or you can just lick your fingers, that helps too. But in comes the nice little foam. We're going to trim that off, clean this up. Now comes the handy dandy foil that we have, and we're just going to kind of get this to look segmented like a crayfish. Trap fibers, it's okay. Not a big deal. Trim that off, tie it off. You see the segments right there. What we'll come in and do, pick out these materials, the bodkin or needle, whatever you got. Take another fluff of Zonker strip. I'm just going to trim it off at the base. I don't need the skin. Just make a little plume back here. It's off. Whip finish. Tie off. Throw a dab of super glue on this eye right here. Then we'll trim our legs. Legs probably about almost halfway on that, on those claws. And there you go, a little defensive cray. The natural buoyancy of the hair and the foam will cause this to ride at a point up with these bead chain eyes. So it's a great pattern for summer smallmouth or even early spring and late spring. It's a really good pattern for targeting your smallmouths in those rivers that crayfish are a super food source that time of year. So anyways guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Make sure you leave that like and comment, and if you like the video, just post some videos as often as I can. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you can tie one up and catch a fish on it.